A few weeks ago, the football world was abuzz with discussions about La Liga, the Champions League, and, as always, FC Barcelona. The Blaugranas were on everyone's lips as one of the top contenders for the La Liga title and a strong candidate for European glory. Their brand of football was exciting, and the team was racking up impressive victories. Wins against the likes of Bayern Munich and Real Madrid sent a powerful message to their rivals. FC Barcelona were back in business. However, as the calendar flipped past November, a troubling transformation began to unfold. The dazzling football and the seemingly invincible aura of Barca began to crumble. What once seemed like a team destined for greatness is now experiencing a period of uncertainty. In the last month, things have gone from bad to worse for the Catalan giants, leaving fans and pundits alike scratching their heads. With only one victory in their last 7 La Liga matches, the once promising campaign has taken a severe nosedive. Out of a possible 21 points, Barcelona has only managed to secure 5, leaving them trailing behind Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid in the standings. So, what exactly has happened to this Barcelona team? How did they go from being the talk of the town to a team struggling to reclaim their earlier form? Let's delve into the various problems that have plagued the team, the blame game surrounding coach Xavi Hernandez, and the potential solutions to get the Blaugranas back on track. When the season kicked off, Barcelona was firing on all cylinders. Their attacking play was vibrant, and the defense was rock solid. They had taken the footballing world by storm with their blend of attacking flair and tactical discipline. A comfortable win against Real Madrid in El Clásico and a hard-fought victory over Bayern Munich in the Champions League seemed to solidify their position as one of the best teams in Europe. However, as the weeks passed, the results started to tell a different story. The team began to falter, both domestically and in Europe. They struggled against lower-tier sides, and even in their tougher matches, they seemed unable to get over the line. The intensity and determination that had been present earlier in the season seemed to dissipate, leaving a shadow of the team that had started the campaign so strongly. There are multiple factors contributing to Barcelona's struggles. Let's take a closer look at some of the key issues that have held the team back from reclaiming their former glory. One of the most glaring issues has been Barcelona's inefficiency in front of goal. Despite dominating possession in many of their matches, they have failed to convert their chances into goals. In matches against teams like Liga and Atletico Madrid, Barcelona controlled the ball and created numerous opportunities. Yet, they couldn't find the back of the net consistently. This inefficiency has been especially apparent in the performances of their star striker, Robert Lewandowski. The Polish forward, who was expected to be Barcelona's main source of goals, has been far from his best in recent weeks. In his last 6 appearances, Lewandowski has only scored once and has missed several key chances that could have changed the course of matches. His performance has led to criticism, with many questioning whether he is still at the level required to lead Barcelona's attack. Another key issue that has been identified in Barcelona's recent performances is a lack of intensity, particularly in their pressing game. Barcelona's style under coach Xavi Hernandez has been built around high pressing and recovering the ball quickly to launch counterattacks. However, in recent matches, the team has struggled to maintain that intensity. Against teams like Atletico Madrid and Liga, Barcelona's pressing was often too passive, allowing their opponents to build attacks with ease. The lack of intensity has also been evident in midfield, where Barcelona has often been overrun by opponents. Without that trademark Barcelona energy, they have struggled to disrupt the opposition's flow and regain possession quickly. A surprising issue that has surfaced is the over-reliance on young talent, particularly Lamine Yamal. The 16-year-old winger has been one of Barcelona's standout performers this season, delivering crucial assists and creating chances that have kept the team afloat. However, relying on a player so young and inexperienced can be risky, and when Yamal is not at his best or faces tough opposition, Barcelona has often struggled to create opportunities. This over-reliance on one player is an indication that Barcelona might lack the depth and versatility needed to consistently compete at the highest level. When looking for someone to blame, Barcelona fans have often pointed fingers at coach Xavi Hernandez. While it is difficult to criticize a manager who has brought stability to the club after the chaotic post-Messi years, there are clear issues with the team's tactics, particularly in reading matches and adjusting during games. Xavi has often been accused of being too rigid in his tactical setup and not making the necessary adjustments when things aren't going well. In several matches, Barcelona has been caught off guard by teams that have been able to exploit their weaknesses. Whether it's in terms of positioning, in-game substitutions, or simply the inability to switch up tactics when needed, Xavi has yet to demonstrate the tactical flexibility required to steer his team through tough periods. With Barcelona's struggles well documented, it's natural for fans and pundits to look for culprits. Coach Xavi, as mentioned, has been a subject of scrutiny, but what's interesting is that the Catalan media has not been as harsh on him as they have been with previous managers during times of poor results. Perhaps there's a sense of patience given the rebuilding project Barcelona is undergoing, but Xavi's decisions are beginning to come under increasing pressure. Interestingly, while many have focused on Xavi, the blame shouldn't fall solely on the manager. As noted earlier, Barcelona's inefficiency in front of goal, particularly from their star players like Lewandowski, has been a significant issue. But this isn't just a problem with the forwards. Barcelona's midfield, once considered one of the most formidable in Europe, has struggled with consistency. Players like Frenkie de Jong, who should be pulling the strings in midfield, have often been underwhelming. Similarly, while Pedri and Igo Martinez have been playing well, the rest of the team has lacked the necessary spark. Despite the challenges, it's important to remember that this Barcelona team is not without talent. Players like Pedri, Xavi, and Alejandro Balde continue to show promise, and their potential could be key to a revival. Furthermore, the tactical rigidity that has hampered the team's performances could eventually be addressed if Xavi is able to adapt and refine his approach. Barcelona's squad also still has quality in certain areas. Despite Lewandowski's struggles, he remains one of the best strikers in Europe, and with more service and better finishing, he could start firing again. The defense, led by veterans like Gerard Piqué and the ever-reliable Marc-Andre ter Stegen, remains one of the best in Spain. However, Barcelona's recovery will require a collective effort from both players and coaches. Xavi needs to find a way to improve the team's intensity and pressing, while also refining the attack's finishing and overall efficiency. It will also be crucial for the team to build more tactical flexibility, ensuring they can adapt when things aren't going their way. For FC Barcelona, the next few weeks will be crucial. With the La Liga title race heating up and the Champions League knockout stages looming, the Blaugranas must resolve their issues and regain their form. Whether Xavi Hernandez can address the tactical issues, or whether the players can rediscover their sharpness in front of goal, will determine the trajectory of Barcelona's season. While the current struggles are concerning, there's no denying that the potential is still there for a turnaround. Barcelona's recent performances may be a setback, but they don't define the team's future. With a bit of luck, better efficiency, and improved tactics, Barcelona could still mount a serious challenge in both La Liga and Europe. However, they must act quickly to avoid falling further behind their rivals in this increasingly competitive season. The clock is ticking, and time will tell if Barcelona can return to their best or if their troubles will persist.